Why would members of the Pride Parade organization, the organizers behind this, why would they not? They're not only saying they want the NYPD to be a block away from the event, like to keep their distance as though they contaminate it by being near it. But in addition, there's a gay and lesbian officers association within the NYPD that has marched in this parade for many years, actually fought for the right to march in this parade, and now they're banned as well. What's going on here?
Well, what you have to understand with the so-called tolerant and inclusive LGBT community, it's really nothing of the sort. And first of all, right now, so basically what they cannot admit is that gay and lesbian Americans pretty much have our rights in America. And what these organizations are, organizations like Heritage of Pride, these are the people that are behind the Pride Parade. These are the people that get the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in sponsorships that the major corporations pay in order to be a part of these marches. They're no longer representing the overall LGBT community. Basically, that has been co-opted and turned into a vehicle for whatever the far left wants. So this stuff has nothing really to do with gay and lesbian Americans. This has stuff to do with the defund the police crowd, the far left crowd. So it's all kind of been taken over and co-opted. I participated in many Pride events over the years in New York City and in other places. And I always welcomed the presence of the police there. The police were there, number one, not only for the gay and lesbian police officers to march and like de Blasio said, to show their pride, but to also protect the people that are marching in the parade from people that will come there and want to do them harm. And I will say, you know, from my own experience, that stuff gets rowdier as the day gets longer and then people get more drunk, like things get rowdier, and there needs to be an element of police officers there to control that. But this whole idea that the police are making people feel uncomfortable or unsafe, this is nothing but a far left talking point, and it just shows you how far left, loony, fringy, and crazy the LGBT community has become.
Well, you know, Rob, we were often told, and you're pointing out here that this is bowing in essence to the BLM movement, right? That the left-wing organizers of an LGBTQ plus event are saying, well, we want to respect the wishes, broadly speaking, of the BLM movement. I think this is so interesting, though, because what we're seeing here is not only the expulsion of LGBTQ officers from being able to be in the parade, but also by saying that officers can't be near it. This isn't about bad cops. This is about all cops. This is about the NYPD, the largest police force in America, being considered a pollutant, if you will, being considered somehow just a problem by their very presence at a Pride event. And that seems to send a very negative message. It also sends a message that they're not serious when BLM claims that they're not anti-cop. How could this be anything other than an anti-cop decision?
Well, it is anti-cop, and it's promoting hatred of police. And the unfortunate thing about what has happened to the LGBT community over the years is that what we're seeing is the left sort of eating itself. You know, it has been basically co-opted by every radical far left movement you could possibly think of, from unchecked illegal immigration to BLM. There's, I guess, there's a group called Queers for Palestine. It's just like it's the every far left, fringy, lunatic thing that you can think of has now glommed on to whatever it is that the LGBT movement is right now. It's something that I do not even recognize anymore. And the vast majority of gays and lesbians that have the sense God gave us, whether Republican or Democrat, do not recognize what is going on right now. But I'm telling you, what we're seeing right now, and as somebody that's kind of been involved in the community for a very long time, is it's sort of the fringe left is kind of eating itself, and it's only going to get worse. They say it's for 5 years. It will probably be in perpetuity. This anti-cop hatred that is happening in the left, this stuff is really bad. It's not going anywhere. And the LGBT is just going to keep on kowtowing to the far left illegal immigrant movement, the BLM movement, whatever comes up that's far left, they will cater to it because that is how little identity they have at this point.